So anyway, this fella Murphy, you see, is speeding down the highway. He looks in the rearview mirror. There's this cruiser with the blue light flashing and the siren screaming. He picks up and he's going 100 miles an hour, and finally he stops. The officer gets out of the cruiser. He walks over and he says, I'm very tired. I have a long, hard day. I love to get home with my wife and family. If you can give me a good reason why you were speeding, I'll only give you a warning. Murphy thought for a moment. He says, well, my wife ran off with a police officer 3 weeks ago, and I thought you were bringing her back to me. There's these 4 golfers, you see, and each one had to make a deal with their wife to go out to play golf for the weekend. So the first fella, they asked him, he says, what did you have to promise? He said, well, I have to paint the kitchen. And the second fella says, I have to clean out the garage. And the third guy says, I have to repaint the bathroom. And as they start playing, they say, hey, Tony, you didn't tell us what deal you made with your wife. He said, oh, it was nothing. I set the alarm for 5:30. I nudged her, and I said, what will it be, darling? Intercourse or golf course? She said, don't forget your sweater. This lady's on the phone. She's so upset. She says, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. The washing machine is broken. I got to fix a meal, and the baby won't stop crying. The voice the other said, don't you worry, dear. I'll be right over in a half an hour, and we'll get it all straightened out. And I'll call Bob and have him come home early. She says, Bob? Who's Bob? Your husband. She said, that's not my husband. Is this Algonquin, 5,000? He said, no, this is Minneapolis, 2,000. Does that mean you're not coming over? This farmer, he was way out in the woods, and he had this chicken ranch. The cars kept speeding by and running over his chickens and killing his chickens. So finally he called the sheriff. He says, you've got to do something about this. Could you put up a sign, maybe to slow the cars down so they won't be running over my chickens? So the sheriff came out and he put a sign up that says, children's crossing. They still got run over. The farmer says, if you don't mind, I'll make up my own sign. And the sheriff didn't hear a word for 3 weeks. No complaints. He says, I think I'll take a ride out there and see what he put up for a sign. And there's this great big black sign with yellow words. Slow, nudist colony. There's this burglar, and he's ransacking the apartment. He's getting all these goodies, he's putting them in a bag. And there's a parrot in the cage that says, Jesus is watching. Burglar keeps doing everything. Jesus is watching. Finally the burglar says, look, you're nothing but a parrot in a cage. What are you going to be able to do? The parrot says, Jesus is a Rottweiler. This nun, she won the lottery. 100,000 pounds. She didn't know what to do. She told me, God, what am I going to do? But she goes downtown. She sees this old fellow. She gives him 50,000 pounds. She says, Godspeed. She's back at the nunnery that night. The bell rings. It's the same guy with a big shopping bag full of money. She said, what's that? She said, Godspeed came in at 50 to 1. Murphy, every night when he'd get drunk, he'd stagger through the cemetery. This particular night, he fell in this open grave. He couldn't get out. So he spent the night there, and as the sun came up, he's peeking over the edge. He says, glory be to God, it's Judgment Day, and I'm the first one up. His wife says, I'll put a stop to this. Well, she gets a big sheet, and she hides behind a stone one night. He says, I'll fix him. As he comes staggering along, she throws it over his head. He says, ha ha, I'm the devil. He says, shake hands, I'm married to your sister. I'm telling you, that Lynn, now, I'm not saying it's a rough place, but the other day I went down the common, the nuns, they got a big sign, Our Lady of the Ammunition. I checked into my hotel room down there, I picked up the phone, and I called Dial a Prayer. They told me to go to hell. I opened the drawer, there's the Holy Bible. It says, if you're an alcoholic, call this number. I called it. It was Cappy's liquor store. In the morning, I went across the street and Father Murphy was saying Mass at St. Mary's. And the priest kept saying, stand fast and the Lord will protect you. Just then a breeze came in the window. Louis Cassidy's a 38 revolver on his hip. Of course, I waited till Mass was over. I went up, Father, I said, I believe everything you told me. But just tell me, how come you're packing a 38 revolver? You know that? It's just to hold them off till he gets here. The widow Quinn hadn't been out on a date in 20 years. And her daughter said, why don't you go to the date with that nice Mr. Brown who lives down the hall in the senior center? And she waited for her mother to come home. When her mother came home, she said, how was it, Mother? How was it? She said, I had to slap him 3 times. She said, was he fresh? She said, no, I thought he was dead. Murphy and his wife and children had just rented this brand new apartment. And the landlord used to come to collect the rent. On the first day, on that first Saturday, he came by to collect the rent. He says, it's a beautiful apartment, except there's only one problem. We're so near the railroad tracks that when the trains go by, the vibration almost knocks you out of the bed. He says, oh, there's a train coming in a few minutes. Why don't you come upstairs and you lie next to me in the bed? Which they do. Boy, when you go, who comes home but Murphy? He looks in the bedroom and says, what in the hell's going on here? The landlord said, would you believe we're waiting for a train? O'Reilly, see, he was pill happy. A pill for this, a pill for that. He bought these 5 pills to make you young. He took a couple, but he left. He came to America and he was over here a couple of years working. So he decided to go home and see how things were in this little village. So as the train pulls into the little village, he looks out the window. He sees this beautiful, flaming, red-haired woman with a baby carriage. And as he's getting off the train, she says, hi, son. He says, who are you? She said, I'm your mother. Do you remember them pills you left on the bureau? I took one. He said, who had the baby carriage? That's your father. He took 2. O'Reilly bought this Yamaha. Was a beautiful motorcycle. And in a little village, no one had ever seen one like this. So he says, Finnegan, get on the back, and I'll give you a ride. So Finnegan gets on the back, they start to stop. He says, I'm freezing. So O'Reilly says, look, take your jacket off, turn it around, and button up the back. That way you won't be cold. Which he does. They go away, he falls off. He turns around, and he comes back with the motorcycle, with the Yamaha. There's all the farmers gathered around. He says, can he speak? Can he speak? The first farmer said, he was doing pretty good till he turned his head around, right? Danaher got this job as a waiter in this beautiful new Italian restaurant. His first night on the job, he sees this guy slip off the chair right into the table. He runs over and says, Madam, your husband, he just slipped under the table. The woman says, not my husband. My husband just came in that door. Okay, the phone rings. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Murphy picks it up. He says, how the hell would I know? That's 180 miles from here. Mrs. Murphy says, who was that? I don't know, some guy wanted to know if the coast was clear. Thank you.